Ang sinasabi ni Martin, hindi siya ang mastermind. Si BBM ang mastermind. Kasi sinasabi ni Martin na ang budget na yan ay nanggagaling din naman sa opisina ng presidente. At dyan ang tinatawag nilang National Expenditure Program. Maniniwala ako na itutuloy ni Ombudsman Remulla ang sinasabi niyang blunder case against Martin Romualdez. And if that happens, walang piyansa. Ibig sabihin, makukulong si Martin Romualdez kung si BBM ang mastermind. Bakit siya ang nagpaimbestiga? Ito po ang sagot ko. Ang hindi po talaga naisip ni BBM at ni Martin Romualdez na babaha ng ganung klaseng baha ang Pilipinas. They did not anticipate the hand of God. The scapegoat strikes back. Malapit na itong matapos ang chapter na ito ng flood control corruption. Pero importante ang recent na pahayag ni Martin Romualdez para maintindihan natin kung sino ba talaga ang mastermind. Sinasabi ni Romualdez, hindi siya ang mastermind. Pakinggan natin.
How can I be the mastermind? I was the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, but the House of Representatives is only one part of the branch of government, the legislature. The national budget is not conceived, executed, implemented, bidded out, supervised, and completed by one congressman or even by Congress alone, and certainly not by the Speaker of the House. I want to make this simple and clear. The national budget does not depend on just one person. The budget does not begin in the House. It begins in the executive. The agencies and departments prepare their proposals. The executive consolidates them into the National Expenditure Program, and that program is then submitted to Congress. From there, the House deliberates, but the House is not one person, and it is certainly not the Speaker alone. It is a collegial body made up of hundreds of members, multiple committees, vice chairs, and institutional processes. In fact, there are around 85 committees, each with its own jurisdiction, leadership, and members. No speaker can personally control every committee, much less direct the actions of other branches or government agencies. It happens when projects are implemented. It happens where projects are actually implemented, where procurement is undertaken, where monetary disbursements are actually made. And it happens when substandard projects are passed off as legitimate or when ghost projects are made to appear real. That is why command responsibility is far more logically relevant in the executive branch, where there is actually supervision, operational control, and implementation on the ground, than in the collegial legislative body, where constitutional role is deliberation and appropriation.
Very strong words indeed from Martin Romualdez, no less than the first cousin of President Bongbong Marcos, who was his kapitan, his henchman, his trusted family member, that who was supposed to be his cohort in his political dynasty's scheme. Remember that Sandro Marcos will not be of age in the next election for the president after 2028, in 2028. And therefore, I believe their plan was for Martin Romualdez to run in 2028 and hold that dynasty for Sandro Marcos. That is why BBM and Martin edged out Vice President Sara very early in the game, or within a little more than 1 year after the elections. Their unit team was broken. And the focus of Martin Romualdez was in the 2025 elections. That is why the budget under BBM since 2022 to 2025 and 2026 was crucial to this political plan. Makukulong ba si Martin Romualdez? Sinasabi ni Ombudsman Remulla na fa-filean niya ng plunder case si Martin Romualdez at si Chis Escudero. Pero alam nyo naman na marami pang pwedeng mangyari. Pero kung totoo yan, at sa ngayon, ang Martin Romualdez ay walang pahintulot na makalabas ng bansa sa ating gobyerno, mas maniniwala ako na itutuloy ni Ombudsman Remulla ang sinasabi niyang plunder case against Martin Romualdez. And if that happens, walang piyansa. Ibig sabihin, makukulong si Martin Romualdez kagaya ng pagkulong nila sa kay Bong Revilla. Ngayon, titingnan natin, nauna pa nga na ikulong si Bong Revilla na malayo sa statements ni Saldico. Ito pa kaya si Martin Romualdez na siyang sinasabi ni Saldico na kanilang pinagkaisahan, a conspiracy na gawin itong budget na may flood control projects. At sinabi pa ni Saldico na nag-order si BBM sa kanya na dagdagan, isingit o insertion ang 100 billion na projects ni BBM at dyan kumita, sabi ni Saldico, sa kickback si BBM ng 25 billion na kanyang hinatid o pinahatid sa kanyang mga security guards sa bahay at sa Malacanang. At sabi niya, naghatid din sila ng mali-malitang pera sa bahay ni Martin Romualdez dito sa Forbes.
Lahat po ng insertion na punta sa ating Pangulo at Speaker Martin Romualdez. Ako lang at ang aking mga tao, sila Paul Estrada, Mark Tiksay, at ang aking mga security ang nag-deliver papunta sa bahay nila Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at Speaker Martin Romualdez sa North Forbes Park, South Forbes Park hanggang sa Malacanang. Yung mga deliveries po ay merong record ang aking mga tao. Totoo po yung sinasabi ni Orly Gutesa na nag-deliver siya sa Forbes Park. Totoo din po ang sinasabi ni Orly Gutesa na nag-deliver siya sa Malacanang nung siya ay nasa Senado. Para mapatunayan ang mga litrato na deliveries ay ilalabas ko po together with this video.
Ang sinasabi ni Martin, hindi siya ang mastermind. Si BBM ang mastermind. Kasi sinasabi ni Martin na ang budget na yan ay nanggagaling din naman sa opisina ng presidente. At dyan ang tinatawag nilang National Expenditure Program. At pag natapos na dyan sa Kongreso, sabi niya, sa House of Representatives, ay umaakyat doon sa Senado at gumagawa sila ng small committee o bicameral conference tungkol sa budget. At kung saan sinabi ni Martin Romualdez, hindi siya umupo doon. Ang umupo lamang doon ay si Chis Escudero bilang Senate President at si Saldico. So, klaro na malinis pala gumalaw itong si Martin Romualdez. Dahil alam niya na pag may nangyari dito, walang masisisi dahil wala siyang footprints. Hindi mo makikita ang kanyang galawan doon sa small committee at bicameral conference. At by the way, hindi niya minimension ang chair ng Senate Finance Committee na si Grace Poe. Pero minimension niya si Chis Escudero. Kung saan, itong si Ombudsman Remulla ngayon ay siya ring magfa-file ng plunder case laban kay Chis Escudero kasama si Martin Romualdez. At sinasabi ni Martin, bakit ako ang mastermind? Hindi naman ako, hindi naman Congress ang nag-i-implement ng mga flood control projects at substandard projects na yan. Executive naman ang gumagawa niyan. Ang sinasabi dito ni Martin na hindi niya diretsang sinasabi ay si BBM ang mastermind. Pero mga kababayan, huwag nating kalimutan na sa plunder ay merong conspiracy. Yung napagkaisahan nila lahat na gawin nito simula pa sa budget. Dahil walang flood control na ghost projects at substandard projects kung walang simula dyan sa budget, na simula pa lang habang ginagawa ang budget, ay naisip na nila na kikita sila ng kickback at halos trilyon-trilyon na flood control projects ang nilagay nila sa budget. At sinasabi ni Martin Romualdez, hindi daw niya yan alam. Ay ano ng klase ka namang speaker kung hindi mo alam yung budget mo? Parang nakakapagtaka naman yan masyado na hindi mo pala alam. Ang sinasabi mo lang, si Saldico lang ang may alam niyan at si Cheese Escudero. Kaya dapat wala kang pananagutan. Pero ang conspiracy is the act of one is the act of all. Yan ang conspiracy. Ang sinasabi dito, na hindi pa sinasabi ni Ombudsman, which I'm going to say, is this, that this conspiracy to plunder the coffers in the budget through these flood control projects that are ghost and substandards began in the preparation of the budget, not in the implementation of that budget. That the plan and design, there was one design that they all agreed on, that they were going to pack that budget in several years with flood control funds because it's very hard to trace flood control funds. That's why ghost projects, ang dami-dami. Meron pang mga projects na napunduhan na sa ganitong taon, pinunduhan uli sa sunod na taon. Pero lahat ay multo lang, ghost lang, at hindi nakita nung nag-inspeksyon na ang Secretary Vince Dizon. Ang sinasabi naman ng iba, kung si BBM ang mastermind, bakit siya ang nagpa-imbestiga? Ito po ang sagot ko. Ang hindi po talaga naisip ni BBM at ni Martin Romualdez na babaha ng ganung klaseng baha ang Pilipinas. They did not anticipate the hand of God